With the advancements in research, science, and technology, we are made to know that there are trillions of space rocks in our solar system alone, and there are even more outside of it. But the spacecraft's telescopes and lasers have been able to detect a new interstellar visitor, raising hundreds of questions. Join us as we dive deeper into this mysterious visitor and what this could mean for the future of humanity. But before we get to the A visitor, we are going to look back at 2017 to make sense of what's happening right now. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video will feature massive objects detected in our solar system. But first, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and enable the notification bell so you can see more interesting videos like this. With that said, let's begin.
October 22nd, we had enough data to realize that this object wasn't from our solar system.
2 weeks ago, NASA made history once again. We conducted humanity's first planetary defense test.
Since we hadn't had anything major enter our solar system, or if we have, it was usually right at the edge of the system if it's fast enough to get through the sheer pressure objects to have to deal with. Therefore, it was never really a goal for researchers to have an interstellar object come even close to being detected by machines on Earth. On October 19, 2017, Robert Warwick discovered Oumuamua using the Pan-STARRS telescope at Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii, almost 40 days after it had passed the sun's closest point on September 9. The department is in charge of looking into everything that could be in space, such as rocks, satellites, gases, and even pollution. It was 85 times further away from Earth than the Moon when it was originally discovered, at a distance of 33 million kilometers, and it was already moving away from the Sun. Oumuamua was likely evicted from its natal star system many billion years ago, and the solar system is most likely the first planetary system it has thoroughly inspected since.
If we get any kind of message of intelligent life, then I'm going to suggest our scientists try to make contact with it.
It has a red color similar to objects in the outer solar system. Oumuamua wasn't just a typical space object. It was unlike anything they had ever witnessed. Usually when scientists study rocks in space, they come from within our solar system. But Oumuamua wasn't a typical rock. It had made it to the Earth's region from outside our solar system, which is nearly impossible. Because of Oumuamua's extreme eccentricity, it can have formed via collisions with a planet. Oumuamua exhibited no evidence of being in a coma despite being so near to the Sun. Oumuamua has the characteristic reddish color and jerky brightness of asteroids. Nothing with bursters, however. Things got even scarier when Oumuamua showed no sign of slowing down. Instead, it was speeding up as it got closer to Earth, only then to do a harp in orbit and head back in the general direction it came from. Of course, it's supposed to be powerful enough to take on interstellar travel, so the fact that Oumuamua even made it to Earth was perplexing, but then things got even scarier.
This is the very first object that was discovered in the solar system that originated from outer space.
What's happening? That was the question on everyone's mind in the department. It wasn't getting any easier to find an answer. The initial theories at first, the researchers thought that an asteroid was headed towards the Earth. Generally, when a random space rock is orbiting the Sun, they call it that because before the speed and anything else that came into questions, that's what Oumuamua first seemed like, but after the data was processed. As this mysterious visitor moved through our solar system, time was of the essence because they had only 11 days to get everything they needed to be done. If they took longer, they would be able to gather fewer and fewer data, making the situation worse. However, that is not quite true because things got even worse when they attempted to classify Oumuamua as a comet. Oumuamua is small and not very luminous. It was given the responsibility of attempting to determine the precise dimensions of the object, but not just that. Since nothing like this had ever been observed, it was crucial to take the data a step further and determine its orbit while also capturing every detail of the rock. The requirement for atoms to be around her is amplified much more in open space because of the debris, gases, and pressure. Therefore, it is not a random event that all of the atoms in an object are generally drawn to one gravitational attraction. The gravitational pull might be that of the Sun or anything else. Oumuamua's form was one of the most evident features that merely perplexed everyone. They also discovered that Oumuamua was red like a burned rooster. It wasn't a sphere, not even close. It was shaped like a giant space cigar as its slight curve favors a disc-like shape. Because of Oumuamua's extreme eccentricity, it can have formed by collisions with a planet. Oumuamua exhibited no evidence of being in a coma despite being so near to the Sun. Oumuamua has the characteristic reddish color and jerky brightness of asteroids.
So recently, into our solar system, above the, what's it called, the plane of the ecliptic?
Sure.
Okay, where the planets go around?
Yeah,
from above or below or whatever,
Yeah.
off the axis of where the planets go around.
The planets all do this around the sun.
This thing came from deep space, not in our system, not from your Oort cloud or your Kuiper
First
belt.
time.
What's even more incredible is its size. It had a radius of about 200 meters, and it was 10 times longer than it was wide. It was unlike anything we had ever encountered, at least inside our solar system, which is 287.46 billion kilometers in diameter. There was not a single particle of dust on Oumuamua, even though its speed fluctuated through its journey, given that it is made entirely of rock and metal and lacks any water, ice, or other liquids. You'd think that this massive rock would be moving at a fairly slow pace. However, the enormous space cigar kept surprising everyone by traveling at an astounding 85,700 miles per hour. One of the reasons for this was that in addition to gravity pulling Oumuamua towards the Sun, there was also another force at work. From north of the elliptic plane, Oumuamua entered the solar system. The brightest star in the northern constellations of Lyra, Vega, is where the object came hurtling towards Earth from. However, due to how long it has been traveling, even though it was moving at an average speed of 59,000 miles per hour, it hasn't even been close to Vega for the last 300,000 years. Which also means Vega wasn't present when Oumuamua passed through the area. Oumuamua would have needed 600,000 years to get from Vega to the solar system using the correct velocity of Vega. It was almost as though the knowledge was disappointing faster as the scientists learned more. The object is currently moving 66 degrees in the opposite direction of its approach, away from the Sun and towards Pegasus, a vanishing point. It will be in Pegasus at right ascensions 2351 and declinations plus 2445 when it exits the solar system. It will keep losing speed until it achieves the same velocity it had before approaching the solar system, which is 26.33 kilometers per second. We have already discussed how uncommon it was to see Oumuamua in our solar system and how it's been the one thing scientists have been trying to figure out for years now, only to come back with more questions than answers. But now things have gotten even more interesting. Turns out now that we are looking for an Oumuamua. It's possible that we'd never see it again, or will we a familiar visitor? Due to its size and distance, astronomers have discovered that an object similar to it reaches our solar system and examines the area at least once a year. However, the size and shape have not been directly observed as Oumuamua appears as nothing more than a point source of light even in the most powerful telescopes.
Object to get a slingshot effect around our star.
Maybe we can't perceive what their engines are and that they have a mode.
It could be, I can just tell you they're off.
I'm on board.
Are you going to say,
Yeah?
well, this is a UFO, I don't know what it is, therefore it's intelligent aliens from outer space? You just said you don't know what it is.
If this object is making a yearly circuit of the solar system, it could be an inanimate rock hurling through space, a brilliantly camouflaged spaceship. It hasn't been seen before. But now that telescopes like Pan-STARRS 1 are working, we are getting the informations we never had before. Checking out what we're up to might seem like a stretch, but Paul Kodas, manager of the Center for Near-Earth Object Studies, put it quite literally. It's a strange visitor from a far-off star system shaped like nothing we have ever seen in our solar system neighborhood visitor. Oumuamua means messenger from afar arriving first in Hawaiian. It roughly translates to first distant messenger. What does this messenger wants to tell us, and why is it important? Just scanning the solar system. Does NASA already understand the guest was conveying a point well? In January 2022, researchers proposed Project Lyra, which presented the notions that a spacecraft launched from Earth could catch up to Oumuamua in 26 years for further close-up studies. Only have to wait till the following visit to learn more about Oumuamua. We'll end the video today by asking, what do you suppose is happening with Oumuamua? With that being stated, we have concluded today's video. Thank you for sticking with us through it, and I hope you liked the journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, the subscription button, and the notification bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded from our channel. Please let us know in the comment section if you like this video, as usual, and join us again soon. Thank you for watching.